Me neither, really.
But so these are just the typical neighborhood people shopping at the market, and this is how everybody's dressed. Now the weather was
They're very well
pleasant.
dressed.
The weather was very pleasant. You know how we're having our cold wave right now?
Yes.
So it was warm in the day. I mean, hot in the day, but not drop dead Cuban hot like you think. And at night,
78 and 80
Yeah.
degrees.
Oh, like
Yeah.
San Diego climate.
Yeah.
yeah. So it and that's
Onions.
onions,
boniatos?
Yeah, we
Sweet
saw the
potato?
boniatos.
And there's a good chance that this woman is maybe 60 years old.
She looks 80.
Seriously.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we had a tour guide, and we thought she was in her late 70s, and she's 68. Although she was very attractive.
Yeah.
Because there's no sunscreen and there's no diet rich in
There are no creams, no nothing, right?
in the vegetables
Yeah.
and fruits we have. So. They have beautiful skin when they're young.
Now, what you would have had with you to make money there? Naturally, that's all illegal, but what could you have sold it immediately there? American stuff.
Oh.
What would you say?
I suppose you could sell little things like pens, but remember,
photo cards, used cameras.
They check for all that as you're coming in. If you have more than one of anything,
then they'll get things.
Now they want to know. They have questions for you. So if you tried to bring in 10 cameras,
this was for
that's strange.
1928 was built.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I never went to Burma.
Yeah,
Indonesia.
It was at Jose Marti.
Oh yeah.
Victor Hugo. Yeah, because Victor Hugo wrote a lot of poetry about Cuba and loved Cuba. So
yeah, we made money.
We covered the
cost. They try as hard as they can. These are children in a schoolyard.
Can't do that here.
School's like a hut.
Yeah.
So shooting through the fence, and nobody stopped me. Nobody cared.
You didn't bought any leaflets.
You don't want to screw around.
Look at those buildings.
You weren't there, right?
You remind me, Spain.
Yeah, reminds you of Spain, right?
Yeah, Spain. If it they had no means to fix things.
So we're back in time for Mario to pick us up, and now Mario's taking us to. This would have been Friday, that first day.
Oh, so we're back to the first day. That's a typical. Went sideways, but that's a typical.
Rice and
pork. What was it? Pork, rice. Yuca. And what do you call the cucumbers? So everything's sliced very thin. Cucumbers and beets. In terms of vegetables, cucumbers, beets, tomatoes, and lettuce. Okay.
They're good Russians. You see, they have to have their beets.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of Russia. In some ways. And we
went to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in '89.
I have to go. My family's Russian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And you found them okay?
Huh?
You found them okay?
The relatives, yeah.
We couldn't find. We
found one of them.
We found a house full. Yeah, for my stepfather, my mother's stepfather, my mother's second husband.
Yeah.
We went and visited his relatives. My relatives, were in Kiev, so they blew them up. And if you were Jewish, they killed you or sent you away. So some went back to try to locate things, and everything was destroyed. But when I got off the plane in Russia, I was amazed because everybody looked like me.
Okay.
In Russia, I look like a Russian.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was after Grenoble or before Grenoble?
Oh, this was
'89, 3 years after Grenoble. Chernobyl.
The first time was in '89, yeah, and then it went back in 2000, yeah. But my stepfather had 5 people living in one apartment with one bedroom, and 3 women. 2 were doctors, 2 were surgeons.
Wow.
And then a daughter and a boy of 14 who slept the daughter and boy, I guess, slept in the living room. And they walked 5 stories. You had to walk up 5 floors with the light bulbs. And these 2 women were surgeons.
My God.
And all 3 women had left their husbands. One, no, there are 4 women, but
because they drank.
Because they drank.
Right.
And which was and they were Jewish, which is even more unusual. I mean,
but if you would live there in this condition, you would start drinking